Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, D-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. Why I do what I do for you. I got you. Nice one today. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, excuse me, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Getting to know yourself a little bit better. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice when daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical. But if you know how to answer for yourself too, and I can help you with that, that's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock, here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know, is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Let's talk about love. Everybody wants love. Everybody looking for love. Right thinkers, let's talk about, the two kinds of love. Love comes in two ways. Conditional, unconditional. Let's talk about it. Okay. Now, on love, on this love lesson for you. Love has two sides. Again, like I try to explain to you. Oh, no. Well, again, if I'm talking to you, trying to explain something to you, let me do that before you go to questioning and critiquing. Okay? So the two kinds of love is what? Good and bad. Everything we do in this physical form is based on maya, meaning balance. It's two sides. That's all. Of the same thing. Watch. Opposites coming together as one. The conditional love, that's the first one. What's conditional love? I'm about to tell you. Conditional love is not the love you want. Well, why not? Because it's bad. That's why. What you mean is bad? When somebody loves you because you giving them things, you doing things for them, that's conditional love. They don't love you. They love what you can do for them. They love what they can get from you. It's a different love, and that's what makes it bad. Love, again, if you love me based on what I can do for you, that's conditional love. I don't conditionally love nobody. I don't do the condition. My fault as a Capricorn, and they got that paid. I'm loyal to a fault. Why? If I believe in you or if I care about you or love you, I'm going to ride with you to the end till you just push me away. That's how I do it. I don't just walk away. No, I got to be shown. If I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm ready to die. I got that from my mom. Now, if you love, when you love for me, when your love for me, is based on who I am and how I am and what I do, that's unconditional love. Because you love me for me, who I am. You ain't having me do nothing. Nope. Love the person for who they are, not for who you think or want them to be. That's not your call when it comes to love. Understand that, please. When you love someone, you're supposed to respect them. So don't tell me you love me and then you show me otherwise. I'm going to have to make a decision. And I don't have a problem making decisions. Trust me. Between right and wrong, good, bad, what's good for me, what's not, I'll make a quick decision. I'm not slow when it comes to pulling the trigger on do what's right for me. You should be the same way. Even with love, okay? Love have a good and bad side. Okay, now let's talk about conditional love. That's the bad love. We have men who will do whatever they can to keep that woman. So that's conditional love. You're going to do whatever you have to know. If you're a conditional lover, watch this. You won't ever, say it again. If you're a conditional lover, meaning you love under conditions, you will never ever find what? True unconditional love. Why? Because you don't exhibit it. It starts with you. Again, we call it using. Y'all call, no. When a man has a woman and she got things that he can get from her and he love her because of that, that's, again, using. Oh, yeah. Maya. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Maya means, in love means what? Balance. Oh, yeah. Key. Balance is the key to what? In the relationship. Why? Because it's based on situations, how you going to handle them. And if you do what you're supposed to do, all you got to do is do your part. Other person do their part, you got balance. When one person's slacking, one person they doing it, that takes the balance off. I see the little cartoon and the thing on the Facebook. I mean, they got the woman over there, man over here. They're on a seesaw, like she's on one end, he's on the other. Now they both got to move in unison to come to get each other. That's the perfect example. Okay, you move one, I move one. You move one, I move one. That's reciprocity. If what I'm giving you is helping you, and what you're giving me is helping me, we can sustain each other by just doing that. That's reciprocity. That's the infinity sign. It works on its own. Okay, that's what it's done. With unconditional love, watch this. No, excuse me. With conditional love comes with strings. That right there. That right there. And most affairs start out with strings attached according to this. How do you do that? Okay, y'all fill each other out. But they come with strings, AKA more than one. Okay? If they got love for you conditionally, it's going to always be based on what they can get from you. Okay? Understand that. Oh, yeah. Now, with conditional love, okay, conditional love is what's running what most marriages and relationships. Why? Because until the condition changes, you're never going to be together or be happy together. Why? Because it's all based on situations. I got a brother who had married his wife. Everybody wasn't complying with. I was there from day one, 30 years, they still together. That's unconditional love. See? If I give you something, I'm giving an example, not some fairy tale. No, I'm giving you a real life example, okay? I know these people who've done that. Speaking of them, that's who's calling me now. Hold on, excuse me. Yo, man, you gonna live a long time, dog. You know why? Wait a minute. I'm just doing a lesson. I'm in the middle of a lesson saying about true love, unconditional love. I know somebody who got one. That was you and Michelle. I just got finished talking about you in the phone. I said, speaking of it, you're on the phone right now. I put my shit on pause. What's going on, dog?
Hey, shit, call me City.
Okay, boss.
I'm here.
All right, cool. Yeah, young people, if your love is unconditional, y'all can make it. If it's based on conditions, it's going to fail. Why? Because it's based on what other people think and feel, and that's never going to work for the two of y'all. Unconditional, love that other person, and you'll be fine. If you ever had a conditional lover, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And most relationships break up. Why? Because the conditions from the other person ain't satisfactory. So we can't continue like this. Simple. If all you want is what you want, you ain't contributing, that won't work nowhere. Relationships is based on unconditional love. Why? Because that's what's good for the both of y'all. That's what unconditional love means. I'm giving you love and you giving me back love. It don't get no better than that. So, yes, I'm a loyal, unconditional lover. At this point in my life, I'm good. I ain't got no issues. Why? I got control of me. So if I deal with you, it ain't on the conditions. No, I don't do that. But I wasn't always an unconditional lover. All conditions. What? Based on his satisfactory. Again, that's the ego. And we have people who live their life based on just that, satisfying themselves and doing what they can do when they have to get what they want. You know somebody like that? You know, I tell you, if you don't, take a look. And I come a long way personally from what being a conditional lover to become an unconditional lover. So I'm good. I'm giving a lesson. Why? Because I learned it. I'm only going to teach you what I know. And my friendships are all unconditional. My partnerships are unconditional. Why? I'm loyal. I ain't trying to beat you or cheat you or do nothing other than help out where I can. That's all. I bring what I bring to the table, so to speak. But if I have to have conditions to love you, oh, we ain't gonna make it. I got 2 ex marriages because that was the deal. Conditional love. It's unconditional love for me or no love at all. Why? That's my thing, philosophy. I learned that if you're not going to do what you need to do, I'm not going to be with you. I'm not going to subject myself to be in a situation where I'm not happy with somebody. We know a lot of people living a lie every day. Why? Because of conditions. Moving on, little tidbit. Love comes in 1 or 2 ways. I just try to explain that to you. No exceptions and no other. No, it's either this or that. Conditional, unconditional. Ain't no other way. Moving on. So, love don't pick. It's conditional or unconditional. You do. You decide on the conditions of if you're going to love somebody for what you can get from them or how they can do for you. That's an agenda. Some people call it a come up. If a woman needs to latch on to a man for a come up, that ain't going to last. Trust me, a lot of that going on, but it go both ways. It ain't just the women. You got some men who latch on to women, okay, and go for the ride. As long as they can keep them happy, that's conditional. Right there, perfect example. Sorry. If your love comes with stipulations and conditions, that ain't love. You can keep your conditional love. Don't need it, don't want it. Why? Have no use for that. Because I'm not here to give you what you want based on how you know it don't work that way. But for some people, you live that life. I'm good. I just don't. All right. But watch this. If you don't know the difference between what? Conditional love and unconditional love, you need to ask somebody or check yourself. Why? If your relationship where it's good, that's unconditional. If your relationship is some unconditional going on, simple as that. Now, where we at? Love with Maya. There we go, my girl. That means love with balance. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, as long as she do what she's supposed to do, that keeps the balance in the relationship. When you lose balance, you start to getting problems, get a little shaky. Okay, understand that. And that means women who doing something outside the marriage, men doing something outside the marriage, that's unbalanced. First of all, that's the first unbalance right there. It's okay to have conditions based on certain things, but if it's based on either one of y'all outside the marriage, it's not going to work. Moving on. Keep in-house, okay? Now, where we at? Love with Maya, what happens? Gives you or gives you reason. What? When you give, they receive it. They give, you receive it. That's reciprocity. That's how it works to keep us going. I give, you give, we go back and forth, and it continues. That's how it goes. Youth, old age, death, life. You can't have one without the other. But love is a two-way street. Also, understanding. Well, yeah. Okay. Love with Maya, aka balance. That means both parties are what? Happy. Not with the conditions, but happy with what they're receiving from the other person and vice versa. That's reciprocity. That's Maya. The love, wrapped it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. That's going to be quick. Like my pastor say, it don't take long to tell the truth. All right. The love that I give is unconditional only. I'm not using you for what you can do for me. I don't operate like that. Simple as that. So I only give one kind of love. Okay? And that's unconditional. I've never shortchanged nobody. If I love you, I'm with you. To the end. Moving on. Even when it ain't good. Okay? That's loyalty. But if I'm unconditionally loving you and you think or feel, believe otherwise, that's not my problem. That's the you problem. Moving on. My love, like me, pure real. No fake love here. I don't give or want conditional love. Period. I don't give it, so I don't want it. And if you give it to me, I'm going to reject it. Tell you that right now. Moving on. Wrapping it up. If I love you, okay, it don't have to be a physical love. I got church family, I got right thinkers, females who I love without even touching physically nothing about them. But the spirit, we can love in mind and spirit. Ain't got to always be in body. Sorry, but that's love. Moving on. You can share the love. If they reciprocate and share it back, that's fine. Y'all ain't got to go to bed to show how much you love somebody. That's crazy. Moving on. Sorry, I get so excited about that nonsense. Physical love is conditional love. That ain't unconditional. Being able to refrain and acquiesce and do what you need to do, that's unconditional. Moving on. Now, if I love you, I don't did that part. Wrapping it up. I have unconditional love for who? For all my right thinkers. And I show conditional love for all others. Why? I don't put myself out there to be used and abused, so I do it accordingly. Simple as that. If you earn my respect, you gain my love, you got it unconditional. That's the lesson. Hope you understand it. And if you are a conditional lover, you might want to check yourself. And if you're an unconditional lover, you keep doing what you do. That's how it's done. That's the lesson. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me 100 miles a day. So I never know that my unconditional lovers or conditional lovers have passed away. Be unconditional. That's the way to go.